And they're headed into a long road trip here. And this is just the start. They'd love to get a win here to kick things off. Something positive to build on away from home.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Barrett. Takes the three. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah. This should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's Mobley. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Basket counts.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Roy. And he dunks it down.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Ball with it. Thibault on the wing. Pass to Brooks. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Offensively, Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Now here's Brooks. Thibault. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. We got into it about his strategy against Karl-Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Ball. Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Towns on a screen. Pass to Mobley. Now here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Timeout. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Clarkson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 58 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Barnes.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep his coaches happy.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
So it's Los Angeles now. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Markkanen. Towns with a rebound. The Cavaliers lead by 4. .107 left in the first quarter of the game.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing, they found the open man, really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Nails it from 3.
Yeah, something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
The 3 from Barnes. Towns Towns with a rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
And Mobley throws it down.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Towns, and he gets the bucket. Towns has got 10.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
And it's Brooks missing.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Pass to Roy. Back to Barrett. From the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the four things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Here's Hartenstein. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Ball. No made baskets yet. Pass to Roy. There's the 3. Fires in the triple.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Hartenstein with it. Right side Strus. Henderson for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's Roy. He's got 5. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
Here's Jerome, following the score by Los Angeles. Back to Strus. Over Barrett. Strus's shot is off. Clippers trail by 8. Pass to Salah. And here's Ball. Down low. Out to the right wing. Back to Kessler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with a 3. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Hartenstein. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And here are the Clippers now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass the ball. 1:46 left in the first half of this game. Oh, love to see ball attacked inside.
Yeah, inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Here's Jerome. He's scoreless. Henderson for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Barnes. Clock at 4. For 3. Edwards knocks it away.
Possession Cleveland.
Cleveland leading by 11. Mobley on a screen. To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
Smooth move there by Mobley off the pick, making himself a good scoring option.
And Clarkson, here we go.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And Ball throws it down.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Barnes. Still no points. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Eubanks. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Inside. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. 9 seconds left in the second. It's stolen by Barnes. And stolen by Edwards. And so it's Cleveland up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Defense is setting the tone. Back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Edwards. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
So it's Los Angeles now. After the basket by Cleveland. Oh, got a piece of it. And here's Ball. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. And he gets it to go.
Well within Markkanen's range. Lowry is so comfortable with his jumper.
Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Ball. Oh, and Towns with the block.
And look at that reach. I mean, Towns just saying no.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. 6 to shoot. Here's Markkanen. Oh, Markkanen good in the paint.
And a sweet dime. Ball has the playmaker's instinct.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Roy. Launches a three. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 15. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Ball no good. Ball left side. To the paint. He goes up. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
He's an opportunistic scorer in the open floor. Barrett makes sure to take advantage of these chances whenever he can.
Now here's Ball. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Fires for three. He drops it from range. Ball's got 5 now.
This is why Ball takes a good amount of threes, because he's very accurate and confident.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul of the game. A minute and a half left in the third quarter here. It's stolen by Clarkson. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so here are the Clippers. They trail by 14. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's how to throw it down. Barnes with an exclamation point.
Kicks it out Towns. The three is up. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Clarkson outside. Back to Barnes. 4 on the clock. Here's Fallon. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Towns for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. 15 points in the game.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Barnes drives in. Soft touch off the glass.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
To the inside. And stolen by Markkanen. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Both free throws good from Barnes. Hartenstein a screen. Takes a 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers, 42.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Roy. Outside Barnes. Here's Roy. 6 on the shot clock. Ball outside. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Henderson outside. Back to Jerome. They set a pick. Pass to Wade. Here's Jerome. Pounded by Ball. The shot from 20 feet out. Jerome, no good. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. With some arc. And Ball with the layup.
What a gentle shot by Ball. Not overpowering with his release.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
The three, Barrett. They get the rebound. It's tipped. Ball with it. Guarded now by Ball. Brooks from outside. Is rebounded by Barrett.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Barrett. The three. Ball with the rebound. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Barnes. To the wing on the left. Now here's Barrett. Over Brooks. Barrett missing again. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Towns. Out to Mobley. Back to Towns. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And now it's a 12-point Cavalier lead. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Up top, Barnes. Here he goes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, the intensity behind the drive. Barnes was not going to be stopped.
Pass to Towns. Over Kessler. Towns can't get it to go.
Normally he drains that.
Here's Roy from deep three-point land. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Down low. Back to Thibault. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Now here's Ball. 1:05 left in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Barrett. Pass to Ball. Shoots over Ball. Second chance shot. Here's Roy. Sinks it from distance.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you. So be ready.
Brooks outside. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Roy. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Matisse Steibel.
First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for LA, Brandon Roy.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's 10 seconds left in the game. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance.
Who I be, talking to the weed. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Best up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I put you